even if it's only for my own prosperity, I like to review and go over stuff, three or four times. All right, so I understand your drawing of your channels. The question I have is, if the chart you're looking at right now, the last candle in the chart that we're looking at right now, is where we're looking. We need to decide how to draw that channel into the future from what we're looking at. So if we're only looking from, like, this isn't our time of frame that we trade. Like, we're over here, but however, we can cheat and see what the solution is already here. But if this is Tokyo, if we're right here, I think that's the right spot. All right. How am I to draw a trend line channel based on that right there? Because that's where I'm looking. That's where I'm starting.
You're starting right here, then, right, Dave?
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. So I'm starting go F12 about 9 more times, and so here I am starting right there. There's my start.
There's your start.
On the right-hand side of the screen.
Okay.
How am I to draw a channel from there forward as we look at the channel now, as we look at it now?
Okay. Well, what I would do is...
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I not shared. Did I share a screen? Everybody can see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Because, okay, good enough. Just somebody posted in the room they can't see it, but no, he said I can see it too. All right. Go ahead.
Well, what I would do is analyze it first on a daily perspective and see where we are on the higher time frame. What? Okay, I gotta go. There we go. Oh, too much. What I would do is I would always have the daily channel up, typically, to find out where we are. So the day prior's analysis would start with what's the euro doing in the big term, and I may even use a 60-minute chart to figure it out if I can't really see it.
Yeah. I thought you should be fucking happy. I'm letting you film this. I'm happy to see you smoking. Smoking the room. Because if anyone listens, I should check the review.
Who is that?
Somebody has to be muted, that's for sure.
That was HMR. I muted him.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I would always have the daily trend lined up to figure out where I am on the bigger picture. I always look at the bigger time frame, and then I can see the channels within the bigger time frame on the lower time frames, right? So, for instance, if I want to go up, just say to the 30-minute, I would have this. Let me.
You're fine. There you go. You want to make it bigger?
Yeah. Just. So on the bigger time frame, it looks like we're in a downward. We're moving down, right? So we had a. No, this is somewhat suggestive, like I said yesterday. You got something like this. I'll start off like this. I haven't looked at euro in a year, so I have no clue. Forgive me for my slowness here. Looks like we broke down hard, and then we started forming a bare channel off of this big move down, whatever that was. So I'm going to draw something to figure out where we are. It looks like it's trending this way now. Yeah?
Okay, but you have to back up because from New York Open, we don't have any of that yet. You need to back up to here so we know where we're starting. So we're starting our day here. We've already see this now. So I'm trying to figure out where, based on this position here, where you would you can't.
This is where we're starting here?
Yeah. Now we see the whole picture. So
okay, all right. So then I would say, well, the channel is. Oh, we'll start right there then. We'll go right here. We've got something like this going on, right? Right there. Trying to draw parallel channels.
well, yeah, you can do the you can hold down the shift key and just drag it down.
Okay. There. This is where you're coming in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got some points of contact. It looks like a weak bare channel, right? We've got higher, lower lows, and lower highs. They're not perfect, but they're there, right? So we're trending lower. So if I go down to a 5-minute chart and I keep that channel on there, how do I make that smaller? Let's see. Forgive me, I haven't worked MetaTrader in so long. Okay, there's my channel right there from the 30-minute chart, right? And you're coming in here?
We're coming in the next vertical line.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put a vertical line there so I stay oriented on where we're at. I want to make that big. Let's make that big so I know where we're at. You're coming in right there.
Yeah, close to there.
You come in the market, and you've seen this happen overnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to figure out, well, okay, we're in a down. It's a continuation. It's a breakout of a bear channel. It's a breakout, and you're trying to get a retracement. So on your strategy, you're trying to get.
You're doing fine.
Okay. You're trying to get short then, right? When you see this, you're trying to get short. The MAs are wide and spread apart.
Yep.
What I look at here is I say, well, that's a pretty steep drop. I would sure like to get a retracement back up and have another cycle come in and not try to get in or short on these big, long red candles that gives me a really big stop loss. So I'm wanting some kind of a little retracement to come back and get the MAs a little bit tighter. That's what I would be looking for. This move looks overextended to me. Just looking at it, this is a big move, and I would want some sort of retracement back up. So you've got to break above the 30-year and a close.
That's a 10.
Yeah, the 10, yeah.
The 10. Then you've got a break above, then a break below, and a break above, not a close above here, but a test. So now we could be, typically what can happen is a strong move down. It can range for 10 to 20 bars. So my question here is, Dave, when you see a strong move to the downside, and the MAs are wide and spread apart like this, you typically would want to see a retracement of some sort, right? We get short.
Well,
you take that bar short right there. We got a signal there.
I have a signal there, but I do not have a break of that signal.
All right. So even if you had a stop order or a sell stop right below that bar there, say one tick, you wouldn't get filled. You go back up, and then you have another break below, and then you've got another sell stop right there.
That one I would take.
You would take that one.
Yeah.
So when I see a break of a range, which is like a little range here. It's a breakout of a small range.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. That's fine.
Okay.
It's close. It's close enough.
Mm-hmm. Where do you draw the channel now? If you want to take the trade, it's almost impossible because it's parabolic. It's just straight down.
Exactly. That's
You know?
see that's my question. I mean,
Yeah, you can't do anything with this. You really can't. I mean, there's no trend there's no trend line there. It's just a parabolic move straight down. It's discretionary whether or not someone would want to take that based on the higher time frame. I probably wouldn't.
based on a higher time frame, I probably wouldn't either. But let me open up the chart just a little bit at this point. Okay. You see, when I'm looking at this trade, what am I looking at? See, I wouldn't have actually, now that I've opened up the chart a little bit, I probably would not have taken this trade either because it was trading outside of the box. You see,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
the signal was outside of the box. And yeah, we had this consolidation. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it would have been a discretionary, a more riskier trade for me. However, all my, other than being in the box, all of my leading and lagging indicators are telling me that it's a valid entry.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on my risk, I may enter that trade. What is this? This is a that's 25. So, I may have entered that trade because I know that 25s are more than likely to break through a 25 than to be a huge resistance at a 25.
Yeah. Also, what I'm thinking too is a lot of times is what I call a loose trade, where price outruns the MA. I like my trades a little stacked, so that I don't have these huge gaps between the MAs. I like it for it to drift back over, or maybe consolidate, get a little bit closer, and then go. You know what I'm saying? Like right over here, this looks like a loose trade to me because the price is just outrunning the MAs.
Right, but we had a 3-bar pullback there, an inside bar break of the 10, back there just above the arrow where you are now, but just above your mouse. That's a valid entry. No, next one back. Right here, this inside bar is a valid entry. So, I'd be all over that trade.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Anything out here, though, I would be skeptical. But anyway, we're not coming in until here anyway. So what we're seeing is a migration of the price action moving back toward the MAs to give a tighter look.
Right.
Because I really have nothing to go off of here. I don't know where to. I know the trend's down, but I don't have any channels to trade to or from.
Right. And that was my issue last night when I'm trying to look, and I'm trying not to look ahead, which is a really hard thing to do, but I'm trying not to look ahead and figure out, okay, how would I draw this trend line?
The only thing I could have done was draw this. I would have probably done this right here if I saw this.
Right. Okay.
Something like that.
Right. Right. Okay. But
Yeah, that's a tight one.
And to us, that's a consolidation. We see the consolidation, and we obviously don't want to trade into consolidation. We want to trade out of once it's broke out of consolidation. It seems to be the right
Here's
answer.
Here's what I would have probably done. I would have wanted to seen a break of this consolidation and a retest. I want price to break out of there, a retest support, or retest resistance, and then give me a look.
Okay.
Such as this bar here, you thought it broke out, it closed right back up like it was going to try to go back up into the channel, but then it gave a signal bar here that closed below the MA. Right?
Yes.
Here. And now you look how close your MAs are. They're getting tighter together again. This wouldn't be considered a looser, what I call a loose look or a loose trade.
Right.
Which is like over here where all the price action is way below the MAs.
Right.
So you had a breakout of this tight channel right here, this 8 or 10 bar channel. You had a breakout or a push back up into it, another bar that came back down and closed on its low outside and below the 10 with a retest of resistance. That looks like a better trade to me there. And then what is this, an inside bar? That's definitely a look there. That's a good look right there.
Yeah, inside bar is that's a beautiful inside bar.
Yeah.
Now, but looking at that inside bar, looking at the other the stochastics and everything, it is not a it's again a riskier type trade.
How do
However,
I copy that?
sorry,
How do I copy that line right there? I want to do a parallel channel.
just push down the shift button and drag it. Oh, is it shift or control? Hang on, let me try it here for a second. Oh, it's control.
It's control. Okay.
You
Let's just put that up there. And I really don't have anything over to the left to put it on, so I can't draw a channel here again.
right.
I can't do anything. I've got some points here to go from, but I really don't have anything over here. Maybe something like that. I don't know. At that point, it would have been those two bars. So I've got this, I've got a parallel channel here, and I've got these two touches here. Could you have maybe said, well, if I just extend this line down, could we have done that? Possibly.
Maybe we picked the wrong pair. No, I think we picked the right pair.
Yeah, I think we did, because this is a really unique example of a breakout of a consolidation.
Right.
A breakout, a consolidation, and now we formed this top channel here. We're getting close to something. But we entered short here. We wanted to get short here after a breakout and a retest, and it closed below the 10.
Right.
It could have easily stopped here at this line, because now you've got a widening. You could have had a broader channel happening here.
Right. Right. So I mean, you see my dilemma. When I'm looking at something like this because
Mm-hmm.
you know, again, you know, in how we decipher the market, we don't have the ability, or we probably do, but we're not really looking at the channel. We're not looking in the future at the channel, so therefore,
Yeah,
therefore, it's.
I mean, you
it's
can
hard.
justify by looking at it now because we're right in here. We're trying to get short up in this area. Justify by drawing that line.
Right.
Now, I mean, now you can see, hey, well, it did go down there, but at the point, you're trying to get short out of this consolidation area with a tightening of the MAs.
Right. Right.
Because obviously this, Al Brooks says that, 80% of breakouts fail? Well, this one did not fail. It's actually breaking down.
Well, it almost did fail at the end of the session if you take that upper line and draw it right across. However, that's not where we're at. So
this is a little difficult scenario,
right.
but it still makes sense of what you're trying to look at whenever you come into a situation like this. You've got a strong move down, and it typically, after a strong move down, it will consolidate and move sideways into a range. And then once you see these MAs starting to move over and get tighter again so that the trade isn't as loose as something over here, then you could look for, to try to get your channel drawn. But with this scenario, it's difficult.
Right.
Now, what happened after that? I mean, it went down. It kept going down. Looks like if you were to extend this, because this was here when we came in the room, right? Just extend this down. We don't care about, let's see. Extend that down. It's a parallel channel coming down that way. Something along those lines. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It came down, broke out of the bottom of the bear channel, and then immediately broke right back into it. Now we're counter-trending against your EMAs. We won't get back into trend until, where's the 200? Right here, this green line?
Well, forget the 200 for now. We're not really, if we take the 200 off, we just look at the 1030. We do go back into trend trades of just the 10 to 30, about 4 candles over, but we don't have confirmation on the higher time frames based on the 90 and the 180. Or the 200. The 200 is the light dotted line at the top there, and you see where it went up to the 200 and it stopped. It stopped.
This line here is the 200?
That's the 200.
Okay.
You see it went up there and it stopped. It says, you ain't going any further than here today.
Okay.
Or for now.
So we got down here and we got an inside bar at the MA. MAs are stretched apart like a rubber band. They're way apart from each other. We got a signal with a sell stop 1 tick below this bar, right? Mm-hmm. And we never, I don't know how long you hold that sell stop. You hold it for 2 bars, 1 bar, 3 bars?
3 of them.
You got another inside bar here. You got filled here and got stopped out. Right? Would you have taken this trade?
No.
Okay. Because why?
Because, I can't really say no. I probably would have taken the trade, yes, and been stopped out.
So you would have taken this one because you had 2 inside bars. You had an inside bar here and an inside bar here. Then you got filled. If you had a sell stop 1 tick below you, that candle there filled you.
It did. However, looking at the stochastics and everything's coming up from the bottom. It would have been a riskier trade for me to take.
Yeah. So by extending this down, you see that it broke out of a channel. It broke out of this downward move. It broke out and then came right back up into it, and you would have been trading at the bottom of the channel.
Right.
So then price moved back up, stayed above the 10, closed above the 10, closed above the 10. Here we have an inside bar. It broke out of the top of this bear channel now, right? We broke out of it. We come over, we form an inside bar and a bar that ended up closing below the 10 here. So then you're looking for shorts because now we're in trend, right? We still have the 10 below the 30, below the 100, 200.
No.
Would you have gotten filled on this bar?
Yeah, he would have been on that first signal bar, that inside bar with the arrow.
Yeah, the very first one, that one.
That would have been the first entry.
But
Yeah.
but why would you have entered above the 10? You're in an uptrend now.
Well, that's a what is that, a 4?
That's the 5. That's the 5 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So that would have been a legit entry right there.
But it would be, well, I would have called in the squeeze. So
Yeah, probably so.
That's what you explained yesterday, the squeeze bar.
right. So again, it's a discretionary trade, but when I'm looking at it, everything is in order except for it's not below the 10.
That's right at news time too, so you wouldn't have been in that. There were some announcements at 7:30. I mean, right when this stuff completely turns and goes back up. I think that was news right in there.
Okay. So nonetheless, we've gotten a break out of this channel coming down. We had some sort of a sloppy looking channel coming down. We had a false breakout and went right back up into the channel, and then we had a break out of the top of the channel coming this way.
Right.
So now we've got some points here that we could connect here. Just discretionary. We'll just draw it from right here to here for now. Something like this, right? This is all we can see for now. We got a break above, and then we've got this tight little channel going up this way, maybe, right? You may or may not have taken that squeeze play, but it came back down and fell back on top of this down channel that we had drawn from earlier in the session, and it found support off of it. Would you have taken that short there? This candle would have filled you.
I would have taken it.
You would have taken it, okay. So
And I would have been out of it. It was good for 7 pips.
on the break of this low?
Yep.
Yeah, but it only went. That's 7 pips from there to there.
Yep. Just measured it.
Oh, you guys must be trading micro lots. Is that what it is? Like 7 on the far right?
5 digits.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So then we had to move back up. So we had this channel going. You got your 7 ticks there, right?
Yep.
It closed right back above the 10 again. And now we've got something like this going on, even though we haven't reached the channel yet. But we also have maybe a connection point here because we broke out of this channel. So let's move this down. I'm only looking past the bars that we're talking about,
Sure.
where I would draw the channel. So now I'm seeing something like this happening. Just pretend this isn't even there.
Sure. I see it.
Now, at what point do you guys start thinking, maybe I should be looking for long trades?
We're not.
Whenever the 10 crosses the 30?
When the 10 crosses the 30, usually
Okay.
the first legit trade is an inside bar. When it goes counter trend, and you can see it, it says second blue arrow.
This
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be the first legit trade right there.
Okay. So we've only got these 2 points here on the bottom, and we talked about these 2 points maybe being the start of a channel.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just extended it up. So we're coming back down, and then we closed above the 10.
Yeah.
We had this big, strong up-closing bar here and a retracement back to the MAs with an MA fresh cross here. A 1030 cross with an inside bar. You would take that trade.
It's a counter trend trade to the bigger moving averages, but yes, it would be
Okay.
it's a valid 1030 counter trend trade.
Okay. Well, with this being drawn here earlier, if I drew this channel earlier and we were only at this point, and if while this bar was forming, if I went ahead and just drew this channel on up, extended it up to try to get some sort of a target for my long here, could I just hold it to there? Or maybe a couple of ticks below that?
You could,
That trend line?
because that would have been the big number.
This is a 25 here,
That's 25.
you know?
So that would have been a big
So you
number.
could have traded it to the top of the channel because all I did was extend what we thought was coming out of a bear channel.
Right.
We're now forming a bull channel.
But it's not too often that you actually see a candle break, close, and not retest the 0 or 50. Just so you can see it there on that, right on that candle. Okay, it broke the 0. Oh, up there, higher, up, right there. No, down one line there.
Here.
It broke that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, it went
Also-
up and it retested it. It came back and retested that line.
Yeah. Yeah. Also now, looking at what we've just talked about, this becomes the structure, the previous structure high, because we took this high out first, because this was the structure low. This was the retrace, and now this became the structure high. We took it out on this bar because we closed above it. This low created a new high, which is here. This is the new structure high. This retracement formed the new structure low because the high created a new low.
Yes,
The low was here, and now it's here.
so it's a higher low.
It's a higher low. So that gives me all the reason to draw a trend line. Hey, I got a new high, I got a new structure high and a new structure low. Maybe I can connect the points and get some sort of a parallel looking channel to trade in. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Fresh cross of the EMAs. I'm sort of in the middle of the channel. Have I got room to trade to the top of this channel since I got a new structure high? Yeah. Might be able to trade up to there. Retracement, new high. New structure high here. Because this high broke. We closed above it and broke it and made a new structure high here.
Would there not be a new structure high?
Yeah, right
there.
here.
Yeah,
here.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. These are new highs. Retracement, new low,
That's a new low. Yeah.
new high.
So if
A
you
pullback.
drag that
If I'm
trend
just
line,
dragging this up, if I'm just extending this because we're now creating structure highs and lows in the market.
okay.
Well, why can't I just keep extending this one up? I'm just assuming now, with the way that this thing is trading, that we're just going to continue making new highs and new lows. And I'm connecting the corner of your boxes. There's a corner of your box. There's a corner. There's a corner. Here's a lower edge corner. There's a corner. It's an inside corner of your box. We have a pullback. We're making new highs and new lows. Well,
We have an entry right there.
that's an entry right there, right?
Yeah.
Could I expect that with this, that we would at least test this point here, the structure high, or try to retest or double top this this here?
That would be our target, the big number or that structure high.
That one.
No, the wick high.
The wick high. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the box. So that would
Okay.
be. So we have two targets there. We have a range in between the big number and that swing high.
Okay.
That would be our target. Yes.
So this bar closed above the 10. Right? This bar here with the arrow.
Yeah,
It's
it
got
closed
two arrows on there. Why has it got two there?
because it closed above the 10 and above the 5.
Ah. Okay. Okay. So your entry would be one tick above this bar,
Yes.
expecting price to at least retest this high,
Right.
and maybe even go back up to here to the top of the channel, right?
Well, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. So that's 34 pips.
Wow. Here's the new low. This high created. This
That
high
low.
created a higher low.
Right. Which we see in our channel.
Yep.
In
All I'm doing is just drawing crosshairs on these swings
right.
and trading from one side of the parallel channel to the other. That's all. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Then it ran out of steam. I mean, this was a pretty good little move up for Euro for retracement, because all your bigger time frame EMAs are pointing down, so you're trading up into those EMAs, which is,
Right.
but you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, yeah. We
There's no
never
reason not to.
used to have the 90 and the 180 on. We only had, when we first started promoting this or to people, we only had the 200, and we would trade into the 200 as long as the 200 was greater than 15 to 20 pips. Is that right, Roger? 20 pips.
Yes.
Yeah.
15, 20 pips away.
It had to be at least 15 to 20 pips away. We wouldn't trade into it if it was within that 15 pip or less range, because
So you wouldn't.
You never knew where it was going to bounce off of it.
Yeah. So you're expecting when you take this long, you're sitting there thinking, I do have room
yes,
because we're making higher highs and higher lows. We got some room to maybe tag that or tag this high, right?
right.
So anyway, that's some of the things that I'm looking at when I'm trading. I'm trying to trade from one side of the channel to the other.
Right, right. Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Does anybody have any questions for Michael here?
Nope.
No.
I don't.
No. Nobody wants to ask questions. Jeez. Okay. All right. Well, see again. Yeah, I see what you're drawing, because we're drawing it in the future. We're drawing it when the future has already happened, and we're gonna have to test it in a live market scenario.
In a live situation, you
Yeah.
can draw them as you're trading, or draw them as they're happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
to draw them as they're happening.
There's nothing wrong with extending trend lines, because that could be a roadmap. I mean, we had this trend line drawn up here before this price action ever got up there.
Right, and when
We
we
had
drew,
these points.
and
And as
when
soon as
we-
I form that structure high and structure low, I could extend that line on up there if I wanted to.
and when we drew this one earlier in the beginning of the session, when we first started, look at what it did. Look at that nice little 200 there.
All
Stop.
of the 200.
Yeah.
Sure
Isn't
did.
that cool? Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. I see that. I see that.
Holy smoke.
What?
I said, holy smoke.
What? Was that all because of whoever was screaming in the background?
No.
No. Yeah. Okay. Um, did you have any questions for me?
So I guess this is the 200 here.
Yes.
This is the 180. This is the, oh yeah, you've got a lot more trend lines on there than, okay, so 10, 30.
90.
What constitutes for you guys if you're trading? You guys try to trade in the trend all the time. Is that right?
We find that counter trend trading, we were getting more stop outs in counter trend trading, more losses.
Mm-hmm.
There are valid entries in counter trend trading. However, we found that once the market had decided what direction it wanted to go for, whatever time frame it was, if we stayed with trend, our success rate
The trend was your friend.
our success rate was much greater.
Sure.
On Friday, this up move here after New York Open after 7:30. That was a fundamental move up. So I was more than likely to take that counter trend stuff there because of that fundamental, that news.
That was Obama talking.
Or somebody was talking. Maybe it was the European Central Bank press conference or something.
Oh yes,
I think that's what triggered all that. When that 10 crossed the 30, I got that first inside bar. I would have been on that. But that's usually the way when direction changes, like it did here around this New York Open and after the news. That's my first trade is inside bar. And that's what I look for because you're gonna get them every time.
Show me that, Roger, where you're talking about now.
Okay, go to New York Open. You've got a channel going up.
Okay, I see your control now.
Just point it out. Yeah, one more bar, couple bars to the right there.
Yeah.
That one. That's an inside bar break after the 10 and the 30 have crossed.
Yeah.
That's your first entry right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that's successful, you can say, well, hey, that's the way it's going.
Yeah.
So you get another signal, bam, you're off and running.
You've got confirmation because you've got a higher high.
Yeah.
And a higher low.
Yeah, your boxes are starting to step up.
Yeah.
Those swing boxes are starting to step up. You can see, before New York Open, you can see a bottom, and you got a step, then you got another step.
So that trigger for you, as soon as that 10 crosses that 30, you're thinking price could go ahead and make these.
Yeah, I want to take my first trade. My first trade on a trend direction is an inside bar. I want him to take a signal bar. So I'm just waiting for that inside bar to form, and then I pop it.
Yeah.
It's just a habit of mine.
Well, based on looking at this chart, that was a good habit.
Yeah.
Well, it happens. It happens every time. So.
Yeah.
And you can see, you can go over further close to London close, and you can see price came down below the 30 again.
Here.
Yeah, and then you had a pop up with the signal bar. It broke the 10. Next bar is an inside bar. Bam. There you go again.
Here?
To the left. One.
This is
right
an inside bar.
There's an inside bar there.
And we'll take it up
You
to
have,
3.
you have to wait 2 candles to get in it. But you have a better entry.
Yeah, and you're expecting the price to at least, it may break this or may retest and form a double top, right?
Yeah, it went right back to it, didn't it?
Yeah. So now at this scenario, you're thinking, I'm not getting any mojo to get back up to the top of this trend line.
Well, he
that
doesn't
I've
carry
got
the
on
he
here.
doesn't carry the 200 anymore.
So the 200's there.
Mhm.
It makes a double top, and you're thinking, well, could be
I'm
a
done.
reversal.
I'm done right there.
You're done.
Yeah, when I start getting close to London close, I don't trade.
Okay.
In fact, I may have already been finished by the time that inside bar formed over there. You know, that last one I was talking about.
Yeah, so I might, and I'm probably, if I'm trading the day, I'm doing the same thing. I probably normally don't take trades the last half hour before London close, unless it's an inside bar.
Yeah, that's right in the wiggle there too.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's that last 15 minutes. So that's that end of the hour push job that they like to do.
So this inside bar was a valid one. This inside bar would have been taken here. This inside bar was valid, but this inside bar was not valid, even though it was in the wiggle.
Yeah, it didn't get broken though.
It didn't get broken, and we wouldn't be.
There was another entry.
We wouldn't take this inside bar because it's right at London close, right at lunchtime.
Yeah, right.
So, but I mean, go to another pair. We'll go back and we'll look again. Like what we've been doing is,
Yeah, how about this one? This one looks okay.
All right, so we're at London Open. All right. So if I'm at London Open, so let's just pretend to draw your trend lines here. So we're going to draw a trend line here, like so.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Something close.
So that would be close enough. That would be my line. I'm cheating because I already did this one. So and then I draw my line here, which would be there to there. 1, 2, yeah, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Could be a broadening channel, right?
All right.
Could be a broadening channel.
All right. All my moving averages are in order. So this is before I take any trades. So now let's move forward. Okay. So
We're looking for what?
We're looking for shorts.
We're looking for shorts. Okay.
Okay. We're looking for shorts. I'm still not in the market, but I'm analyzing the market at the moment. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So at this point in time, I'm coming back up and I'm retesting the bottom of that channel. Okay, there's my... Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so sorry guys. All right, so here here I am getting ready to come in the market. I've done my analysis. I'm just basing it on what you've just shown me here. So, all right. So I'm looking for shorts right here. This would be my first short, but the problem is looking at your channel here. I'm going to redraw this channel out further now. Oops. Not gonna let me. You probably wouldn't be in this because it's now at the bottom of the channel. It's retested the bottom of the channel, and you're looking.
We've got some lows here, Dave.
Okay.
That are coming through here. It's sort of like a broadening bear channel.
Right. So
if I saw that.
Okay, go ahead. It's all yours now.
If I saw that, then I'm thinking, well, we're testing lower lows. We're testing lows.
No, I put it up.
Okay, we're in this position now, right? We had this one. it was respecting the bottom of this channel, and then all of a sudden it started making lower test to the top and a test to the top of the channel from back here.
Okay.
In a breakout.
Right.
A breakout,
Yeah.
a retest, and then right back into the channel again.
Okay.
Okay, so my first entry would say, we could either be, this channel line could be gone and now we're at this channel level. We could,
That's my entry there.
this is your entry right here,
That's my entry.
because this bar closed below the 10.
Right.
This one
But-
closed above it.
But your channel's now telling me to stay out of it.
Yeah, the first one is.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to hit F12 here, or you can hit F12, and let's see where we do. Okay, I'm in the trade. I'm out of the trade.
Okay.
I've got 7 pips there. Let me measure it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good trade.
Okay. There's 7.5. It's almost 8.5 pips there. Give a pip and a half to the broker. You're good to go. Now, if you had stayed in that trade, so let's just carry this. You're talking about this channel now. All right. We're drawing it down a little further.
Yeah.
That was your channel. Oh, okay. Carry on.
Oh, I got to close below the 10 again. Right?
No, it hasn't. It didn't close above the 10, so it's not a valid entry.
So this one tick below this bar is not a valid entry.
No, it's not. One more. Nope. There it is. There's your entry now. Yeah, the close above. That's a close above and below the 5.
Oh, okay. So we're looking at the 5.
The 10 is still below the 10. It's still below the 10. Has not crossed above the 10. Moving average. It tested the 10 here. It went above it, but it did not close above it. It tested above the 10 here, but it did not close above it.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, we're not going to get a signal on a 10. Okay, carry on.
All right. So we're kind of in the middle of this range now, right? We got a broadening bear channel. We just made a lower high, right? This was the structure high here, a retrace. I'm sorry, a lower low, because we took out this low as well. So now we've made a lower low and a lower high, and we're in a bear channel.
Correct.
We're going to take that trade right there?
If it breaks.
I would. I got
Okay.
plenty of room to the downside.
All right. So you take it. You took it. You're in. Okay. I'd already be out of the trade, but
Okay.
okay. Stop.
Inside bar.
Okay, but are you still in that trade?
Yeah, I'm going to hold it to the bottom of the channel.
You're going to hold the first one to the bottom of the channel.
My stop is right there.
Okay.
My stop is right there.
All right.
Because we've not taken out the structure high. The structure high is here.
All right.
This could be a 2-leg down. Yeah, I would take that trade. I would have taken that trade and my stop would have been right here.
Right, but would you have been already out of that trade there that you're
No,
looking at now?
no.
You're still in it.
Still in it. Still in it. Still in it.
Okay, stop. Let's draw that line. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
In fact, there's a second entry.
Right, let's see the second entry. And there.
I'm out.
We're
I'm
out.
out. Double bottom, break of the trend line. I could have a retest here, and plus we're at the big number, right?
Right.
We're at a 950. Potential double bottom at the bottom of the trend line. I'm out.
Okay. Now we're looking for another signal in, right?
Yep.
All
We've
right.
broken it. We've broken it.
No, but that doesn't matter. We're out of that trade, right?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Waiting for another trade. Waiting for another setup.
All right.
Now the bear channel is getting even broader.
Okay. So now where do we draw? Now where do we draw our channel?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. When I see this, I'm going to say, we're getting steeper now on our trend. We're getting into something like this.
Okay.
Something like this.
All right. And then you're going to draw a parallel line to that one, or are you going to let it create a wedge? Because you've not talked about.
I really don't have anything here because I'm creating a broadening channel now. I've broken out of.
Would you not take that from this higher high, lower high, or would you not take it from here across here?
Go ahead and draw it.
Oops, I'll leave that one there.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Okay, there's your channel. I cheated. Sorry, didn't mean to.
That's okay. We drew a parallel channel to the one that we had at the top here, right?
Right.
So now we're still looking to go short, but we're starting to come down to this other potential channel at the bottom, and we tagged it, and now we have an inside bar.
Okay.
MAs are getting really stretched. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to go short with this looking like this. I would rather have a retracement back up to the top of the channel, let the MAs get a little tightened up on them and get a little tighter look. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
I wouldn't want to go short down here. Let's see what happens. Is that a signal bar?
That is.
Okay. It worked. Still working.
Okay. All right, New York open now. Now we broke below that channel,
Yep.
but it could be a false breakout, right?
Could be. Could be.
Okay, so we don't extend that channel yet, or we do?
No.
No. Okay. I'm just asking.
Yep. To me, this looks like an overextended look. To me, on a 5-minute chart, it just looks overextended, looks oversold. I'm still wanting some sort of retracement to tell me where can I get in at a higher price at a high probability with a high probability look.
Okay, but what I'm looking at at this is I'm looking at all my moving averages are in sync. They are widening.
Mm-hmm.
They're widening a little bit, and they're all pointing at 4 o'clock. All of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're all pointing at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Okay, none of them are leveling out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's telling me something. Okay, carry on. Sorry, I'm just. I'd have taken that trade there.
You've taken that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We had some room. We had some room to the bottom of the channel.
Yeah.
But now it looks overextended.
Okay.
Would you have had a sell stop there?
No, it didn't break it.
It didn't break it, so you didn't get filled.
Okay, I did there.
You had a sell stop here.
Yeah, measure it. I'd probably been already out of that trade. Let me measure it. That's 5 pips. I'd already been out of it.
Okay.
Now, again, this trade here is in I'm looking at consolidation. There's been a few I'd have taken it, but there's a few things that are going against me here as a experienced trader. As an experienced trader, I'd take it. As a new trader, I would not take it. I want to make that clear, very, very clear. As a new trader, I would not have taken that trade just based on the fact that all of my lagging indicators are not following the plan. All right. Like we have a plan, trade the plan. But as a experienced trader, I would take that trade. Get in, get out. All right. We're at the 25. Okay.
Yeah.
Our stochastics is wrong, but our RSI is good. We have room to the bottom of the box. Okay. We have room to the top of the box for our stop loss.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All my moving averages are
stacked and in order.
Stacked and in order, and are pointing down very aggressively. Sorry. Just turn it over to the very first click, which says light, and then as soon as it lights, then just move it to the number you want it. Oops, sorry. That was me. Okay, carry on. Sorry about that. So now I'm looking for shorts again.
Okay.
So we had a false breakout of your channel. We're going back into the channel.
Let's just extend that back. Trail through. Let's extend this channel down. This is our road. This is the road we're taking. Something in here like this.
Okay. Okay, we have an inside bar.
We have an inside bar, but we're above the 10, right?
We're above the 10.
Can we take that?
No.
We'll take it because we're above it, right? We haven't closed below it.
We're not looking for longs though. We're looking for shorts.
Yes. Right.
So it's in the squeeze.
Okay.
I have another one in the squeeze. And there's your signal, break below the squeeze. Okay. If this candle breaks, I'm in it. Or this inside bar breaks, I'm in it. Okay, I'm in it. I'm sitting on it. I'm out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see where the channels will help. The only question is, how quickly can we draw channels when we're looking at 15 pair?
Exactly.
That really becomes the animal for somebody like Roger or I.
Yeah.
I could see where it would help new people if they're only trading 3 or 4 or 5 pair. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So I have signals and I have breaks there. I'm still looking at shorts. I have no reason not to look at shorts.
Hello.
Yep. Hello?
Oh, crap, you could hear me? Dave, it's me, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
I just have a question. How many? Because you just mentioned about 15 pairs. When you guys are watching like 15 pairs, how many trades do you usually take a day?
30 to 40.
30 to 40, right? All right, cool, cool. That's what I want to know. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. We're just Michael's teaching us a little bit about.
No, I'm not teaching you anything. I'm not teaching you anything.
Michael's the teacher.
All I'm doing is bringing in this perspective of the trend lines, the trend
Yeah.
channels.
Okay. Sorry, Michael's bringing it.
I think this channel, like, you have this this bottom part of this channel. Looks like it would give us a take profit goal. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Like
I'm looking at.
you extend that bottom portion. Just to simplify this thing, like we're looking for shorts, so we would have a take profit goal of that bottom of that channel. Understand that?
Yeah, I see that. I see that. And that makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad that we actually drew it from the start, where we would think that we would start. But when you have a consolidating market during London Open, or during London, New York to London, there is no direction, so therefore we can't really draw any kind of channel.
Well, the bottom of this channel is already established from way back there.
Sure.
That's all.
Yeah.
Just an observation of of this pair. We're looking for shorts. You get a signal, bam, you're in it down to the bottom of the channel.
All right. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I just, I mean, if it's going to give people more, yeah, let's carry it on let's carry it on again we got another hour before before London closed now. Just look at that. It did do it again. Look at that. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm. At the bottom of that channel.
It retraced the bottom of that channel. Isn't that something? All right. Now it's heading back up.
It's heading back up, so at this point we could say, well, let's just let's see if it respects this channel in any fashion. We'll just extend that out as our roadmap right there. So we're right about there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're seeing that we're from this parallel channel that we drew earlier, we broke out of it, it went back in, found support off of it, broke it, made a lower low, but we never took out this bottom, so now we've got a double bottom.
Now, the one thing I want, before we go any further on this, I want you to look at the MAs. The MAs have moved up from 5 o'clock to 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
They're slowly, you can hardly see it, but I can see it on the 90. And I can, so.
Now we're halfway in the channel.
All right.
What do we got there? We're not short for sure, right? We're not going to short that.
Don't have a signal yet.
No signal yet.
And
okay,
there's the
boom.
top of the channel.
Now we've got a reaction to the top of the channel. It closed high, closed strong.
Okay, so before we go any further on this, we've created a lower low, a higher low.
Yes.
Sure, honey. A higher high and a higher high. Yeah? Okay.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, there's that inside bar that we would take. Long.
So you're going to take that what?
Long.
10's across the 30.
You're going to take that long.
We would take that inside bar long.
Okay. Let's continue this on down. right about there, right?
Sure.
Somewhere in there.
No break. Signal bar.
Signal bar long.
Uh-huh.
So your first long would have been a
That
tick above
inside
this?
bar, but there's no break.
Right.
Okay, so you never got filled.
No.
No.
You never got filled. Now, we did not make a higher high. We had a test. Is that a higher high closed there? I guess it is, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We made a higher high and a retest off this support level, this our roadmap here going down.
And we have a
Now
higher.
now we got an inside bar and a higher low.
Right.
So we put a buy stop one tick above that, right?
Okay, so now we can start, because we have 3 higher highs and 3 higher lows. We can draw a new channel.
Yeah, why not? Like this, right?
Correct.
Because we're anticipating a breakout of this bear channel.
Right.
Something
Yep.
like that, right?
That would be it. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. No break.
No break, no fill, no foul, no harm.
Another inside bar. No break.
No break,
And,
no fill.
no fill. Another inside
All
bar
right.
in the squeeze.
In the squeeze. What are we looking to do here?
Short.
Yeah.
Short. We're back inside the channel, right?
Yeah, well, basically,
Are
you
we back
form
in?
the channel. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Something like that.
Now that's
Carry on.
but that's resistance for the long that we've just created. Could be a false breakout. Yeah. Carry on. And we're done anyways.
Oh,
We're done.
you're done.
We're done for the day. See, that's
We never got filled here either because we wanted to go short.
we wouldn't have taken it anyways.
Okay, let's see what happens. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now,
Really.
now it's just
No, it's just
floating.
drifting. It's just drifting.
This is nice. The only thing, like I said, is you have to be able to draw those lines.
during.
During. So the only time that we would actually probably consider drawing those lines is during any news event.
Mm-hmm.
And we never really even consider talking about news, because news really is just noise inside the channel, I guess, depending on the size of the news. But
Now you're in a full-blown downtrend again.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Can we have some?
Could say we're
In the fridge?
okay.
It looks like it's maybe jumped up here a little bit, huh?
Well, yeah, but we don't want to lose our original trend line. We want to create a new one at this point, don't we? Because now we've adjusted the discretionary existing trend line, or no?
It could be noise.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's also after London's already good. They've already gone. They're done. You know,
Yeah.
we're kind
So
of
it consolidates. Right?
there's yeah. Okay. You want to check out one more pair and then?
Yeah, why not? This is fun. This is really fun.
All right. Let's pick, Roger. You pick a pair. Your turn.
What?
You pick a pair.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured he was going to go with something like
Pound New Zealand.
Kiwi.
Kiwi. There you go. All right.
Yay.
Let's move to the Kiwi. All right. And let's open this up
Yeah,
a
this
little bit.
is a new pair for me.
All right.
So guys, the spread on those exotics don't bother you that much?
Well, look
Like
how much it
pound New
moves.
Zealand and pound cat and all that stuff?
Look how much it moves.
The pound New Zealand isn't bad for me for Pepperstone.
Mm-hmm.
The pound, well, it is a little higher than what I like. I don't like normally I don't like stuff that's greater than three pips. But Roger trades also the pound. What is the other pound that you trade, Roger, that goes from channel to channel all the time?
Just this one.
Yeah, this one. You'll see that this pair goes from big number to big number religiously, in and
Really?
out every move. So if you're trading in the box, if you're trading into the box to the top of the box or to the top of the channel, you got to pucker up a little bit, but 9 times out of 10 it hits its perspective goal. Anyways, so okay, so here we have now. Let's F12 this for a second here. All right, so we have. So we can draw a channel here. Yes or no? No, not really.
Yeah, well, it's beginnings of one, maybe.
Okay,
Go ahead, you can
maybe
have it.
here.
Something like that, yeah. We got a double top over here.
Yeah, but it's okay. All right. Yeah, we can do that too.
We got a breakout
Problem
here
with
that
this.
failed and went right back up.
All right. So there's this
So
one.
yeah, we're starting to get lower highs and lower lows.
All right. So let's do a control here. Oh, shift. No, it was control. So there's your somewhat discretionary
Yeah.
first
Something
channel.
like that. Yeah.
All right. Let's F12 this puppy.
We got to break out of the channel.
Okay. We got to break out of the channel. We're now. Okay, so there's London open. We're still not in the trade, so we're still really haven't created. But when I'm going to analyze, I'm going to look probably around here.
Okay.
Go ahead, sorry.
At this time, it's set up for long.
Yeah, at this time everything is set up for longs for us.
Yes. Right now it is. Yeah.
Okay, and the reason it's set up for longs is the 90, even though the 90 and the 180 are in order, okay, but the 10 and the 30 are not in order. So we'll wait for the cross of the 10 and the 30 to be in order. They don't necessarily have to be above the 90 and the 180. However, I mean, that is preferable. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we get a cross coming right now on the 10 and the 30. We have a cross. Now we're looking for what in here? We're looking for a retracement back to the 10 or the 5. And by the way, Danny, thank you very much for that 5. That's really showed us a few extra entries.
You're welcome.
So we're looking for a retracement back. We have an inside bar. There's an inside bar. All right. But now, what do we have? We have an issue here with this channel. So we still really haven't got a definition of a channel. Now, we're not in any trades yet because it's not after Tokyo. So we're just kind of get the feel.
We're getting a braiding effect now in the MAs.
Right.
The MAs are all braided up.
Right. So here's Tokyo close. All right, so we got to extend this channel. Okay, so we can extend this channel from where I had it before, which is there. Something like that. Okay, we now have a signal
To do what?
to go short. Okay, the only two.
It's still not in sync yet.
It's not pretty.
No, I wouldn't take the short because we made a higher high over here. We broke this structure high and made a higher high at the top of the channel.
But
But we've not taken out this. This is the structure low. This low made the new high. Right? This low made the new high. This low made a high.
Okay.
This low made a newer high. So this is the market high. We got to take out this low to be in a downtrend, in my opinion, and we haven't taken it out yet. We made a retracement,
Okay.
but we're still in an uptrend, in my opinion.
All right.
That's just my opinion.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, so the only
Still
two
no
moving,
trend for me.
yeah, it's still no trade, but if we weren't looking at, okay, so we haven't really come into any decision here yet because we're still in all this consolidation. All right. We have a lot of another signal here, but we got, again, all of this consolidation here. You're right. We need to either break below this position right here. For me, my entry would have to be below here. For me to get into this short. Because that needs to break out of all of this garbage here. All right, we have the moving averages, our 10 and our 90 are starting to cross over. All right, now I'm going to start looking for pullbacks. All right, I have a pullback. I have a crossover of my moving averages here.
Mm-hmm.
There's my first signal.
What's our trend lines telling us now?
Our trend lines are all in order now.
Our trend lines, the EMAs are in order. The trend lines are suggesting that we've got a lot of overlapping bars and tails in the middle of the trend
Yes.
channel, right?
Okay.
It's somewhat of a trend channel. We had a false breakout and right back into it. And you're wanting to get short.
I'm looking to get short.
To possibly play to the bottom of this.
All right, so drag it out.
Let's drag this on out.
All right.
Okay.
By the way, I'm in that trade now.
You're in it.
I'm in
Okay.
it. Well, I'm in it if it breaks. Sorry. I'm in it if it breaks. That's the next candle break. F12. It broke.
You want me to, okay, yeah, okay.
I'm in, I'm out. But let's follow it, right?
Where are your big numbers?
I went back too far, I think.
Okay. All right.
I don't have them going back. I think they only have them going back 2,000 bar, 2,000. All right. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that. There it is, there. But now look at where my 200 is. I love that too.
Right on the 200, huh?
Yeah.
And a possible.
You can look for a bounce.
I'm looking for a bounce now. I'm getting all horned up for a bounce.
You got hard on now, don't you?
But that's 30 pips, boys. That's 30 pips.
And how much was your stop loss?
$15.
2 to 1.
12, 13 to 15.
Yeah, maybe a 2 to 1.
Yeah. All right. And look at that bounce off that 200. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That trade there,
Now we're over.
that trade there excites the hell out of me.
That's
All
a wink and a nod.
That's a wink and a nod if you ever saw one. All right, so now we're heading back up
Yeah,
to the
extend
top.
that across.
All right, we extend that across. Now this channel is pretty wide, eh? This channel is at least 50 pips. It's 55.
Yeah, that's good, man. That works in our favor.
60 pip channel. All right. All right, so that was our trade there. There's our channel. Boom. Hit the top of the channel and came right back down. Look at that. Or did it come back down? Oh, right to the bottom of the channel. That's news.
Yeah, it's got to be.
All right.
Two bars spanning it. What do you do there, gentlemen, in a situation like that where you've got two bars, one touching the top trend line and one at the bottom, and you get an inside bar? I'm sitting on my hands. I have no clue where that's
It's a
going.
short. It's a short.
That's a short.
Yeah.
That's a short
Okay.
off that inside
If it's
bar.
broken. If it's broken.
If it's broken. Okay, let's see what happens.
Didn't break.
Didn't break. It did there. How long do you hold it? 2 bars? 1 bar?
3.
3 bars. Where's your stop? Because you're filled.
Well, we're filled and we're stopped.
Yeah, that's a news event right there, isn't it?
Yeah. If it had come down first, we'd have been successful. If it had gone up first, we'd have been stopped out. Okay.
Another test at the top of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to do
That's definitely
anything.
news. Look at
I'm not
that.
going to do anything there, guys. I have no clue what's that.
Yeah.
We're pinging each side of that channel, and bars closing in the middle of its range. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
The channel does look like it could be widening. I mean, we could say, hey, we've got a couple points coming in. You know, it could be trying to widen a little bit. This is
Now, to me, it looks like the channel's flattening out.
trying to connect these tops through here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens. I have no clue what this is going to do now. Because the market structure low is not, this was the structure low, and we did break it, right? Because
Yeah.
this low created the new high. This low's been taken out, so the structure market low is here. And the structure market high,
But it's a first structure low now because we had a higher high here, or lower high here and another one here. Therefore, this is a number one structure low. It's not a number two in Al
yeah,
Brooks's
right,
view.
exactly. It's a 1.
It's a one, so therefore
We close below that low.
we need to retest that for a low to be qualified,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
No. Okay.
Inside bar.
We're not in this. I'm not in this trade. There's just way too much.
If this is a news event, all this popping up and down, my first entry is an inside bar after the news event. But it may not be a news event. We got it. Where are we?
New York Open, 22nd.
New York Open?
New York Open, 22nd. So, I don't know.
MA's all braided around each other.
Yeah,
No sense of direction, overlapping bars and tails.
yeah.
I'm not going to do anything.
No, me either. I'm not in any trades here. Okay, the
market has to show me where it wants to go.
right now, is in my opinion, it's just been consolidating. It's created a consolidation from from here, looking backwards to here. there's a consolidation. In my opinion, it has to get out of that first. All right, so there's
Look at that wild price action. Woo.
yeah, and a lot of these candles. That's the other thing I look at when I'm measuring candles. You know, if this candle is like 20, 30 pips, you know, it's gonna have a huge retracement back into that candle. You know, because on average most candles are only, you know, 10, 15, you know, pips. You know, so there's something happening. So
Now we got a new low.
we got a new low, but I'm right at the 200. Now we have a new low. Yes. So now it's a high low 2. So
We need a retracement, something to trade off of, right?
right.
Inside bar.
We have an inside bar. We have a break long. Yeah, I'm almost done. But again, in my opinion, we pulled right back into that consolidation. So I'm not in any trades in this mess whatsoever. All right. Oh, there's that
Breakout.
huge breakout. All right. Something big going on this day.
What day was this?
It's the 22nd. We'll look at news. What happened? Anyway, you know, so this is a little bit abnormal. Personally, I wouldn't be trading it. You know, all these
I wouldn't either.
all these big candles. You know, I don't like a lot of big candles.
Sorry.
I like small candles.
Yeah. Thanks, Roger. I appreciate that. I got that.
Well, the discipline is keeping you out of the trade. So.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right, Roger.
Yeah, because it's just a mess. It's just a mess. All right, so now I have a break below that consolidation again.
Okay, let's do something now.
Let's
do
gonna
something
extend.
now.
I'm going to extend this for a second. Oops.
What happened?
Yeah, you cheated.
Oh, go ahead. No. I was going to draw the bottom. I was going to draw the consolidation channel. I hit that bar. I hit that up there, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. How do I get off of that?
So it did follow suit on down. Okay.
No, Roger, you didn't see that, did you?
Yeah.
In real time, this is what we're looking at, though, right? Something about like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I already have a line right there. I could have moved it down.
Okay.
That would have been it there. Yeah.
So now we had a false breakout here of this channel, a false breakout, and came right back down and tested the lower part of the channel.
Right.
Well,
And then we let it
look at
break.
90 and 180.
Everything now is in order, opening up wider. So we're looking
Yep.
at we would be looking at this inside bar right now that we're on.
Oh, well, now it's 11:30.
Oh, it's 11:30. Yeah, we're gonna go to the mall here in 5 minutes. Give me 5 more
Yeah,
minutes.
don't let us hold you up, David, if you got to go.
5 more minutes, maybe. Okay.
Okay.
We're almost done here. Okay, carry on. So F12.
F12.
Okay, or do we want to draw this channel out further, this bottom one first? Or is it valid?
Yeah,
Is it now
you
valid?
Think you could, yeah.
Is that going to keep me out of the trade? Okay, well, we had a break.
We had a break.
All right. All right.
We forgot about this pin bar right here, Dave.
Yeah.
That's just noise, though, right? Because
That's
we did break out of this bottom
consolidation.
consolidation.
We're retesting it now.
We're retesting it.
So now we have a new, other than noise, we do have a new lower low. Well, not really.
Roger's going to take that inside bar right there, ain't you, Roger?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There it is.
Good job. I would have too.
Yep. Okay. We've now broke outside of our channel. We have another inside bar. And there it is.
Shazam.
Bingo bango. And then go again, F12. No, there's no way of drawing a channel. There's no way of drawing a channel to appease that. But
No.
all right. And we got another half hour. We got another 40 minutes before the first session's done for us. I have an inside bar there.
I don't know this pair, but I would be leery to take it on any other pair that I'd be trading because it looks loose to me. That would be considered a loose trade for me. I like those MAs a little tighter. Okay.
That was an entry. It was perfect entry.
worked.
It
Yeah.
worked. And we're getting done for the day. Another candle.
Retest of the lows.
Yeah.
Or bounce.
And okay, carry on. One more. We're done. Well, Michael, I really have to say I appreciate your help with the drawing of these trend lines.
Mm-hmm.
Channels.
Yeah.
These drawing of these channels.
Fun. It's a lot of fun.
It
It's
is.
a little more definition and control over it, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It might actually help me extend my my take profits. I might have to take 2 trades at a time now and get out with my 3 to 5 and leave one stick in for a little while.
Yeah, you could do that. You can do that.
Or take half my order out. Okay. I unfortunately do have to go, gentlemen.
Okay.
And I appreciate this. This is really good. I did record it, so I will pass it on if you guys are okay with that.
Sure.
All right. Take care, guys.
All
Bye.
right. Hopefully
All right.
everybody. Well, Danny, you never even put any 2 cents in here other than ask.
I didn't have to. You already know everything I know. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's cool. We'll talk another time.
Okay.
Later, guys.
All right. Bye for now.